Welcome, friends. I've got about an hour or two to kill in the San Francisco airport, so I'm going to get started on the cover page for my sketchbook that I made for the Sketchbook Revival workshop. In my last video, I filmed the making of the sketchbook and let you know a little bit about the Sketchbook Revival workshop. And I'll put a link to that video at the end so you can check it out if you're not sure what Sketchbook Revival is. In this video, I'm going to be setting up my workspace and the art supplies I think I'm going to need for the workshop. And I'll let you know what they are as we go along. First, I'm going to finish the sketchbook cover page. So I was trying to make a ribbon sort of feel to the title of the cover page, but I accidentally did Revival upside down. But I don't think anybody will notice, except for the fact that I just told you all about that. Anyways, I still like the way it looks. I'm okay with it. I mainly think I'm just going to paint my art supplies and a little extra fun. Because Sketchbook Revival Workshop is not about perfection or creating masterpieces. It's about enjoying the process of creating art. So, here we go. I do have a ridiculous amount of art supplies packed in my check-in suitcase, but in my carry-on, I just have a very small, limited amount, and that's what I'm using here. It's just my little travel sketchbook pouch and kit. If you're interested in seeing what is in that, I will link a video at the end that shows you what all is in that kit. Yeah. As long as everybody's okay. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I just saw that brush. Oh, cool.
Thank you. Thanks.
Your attention please. Frontier Airlines Flight 4158 to Las Vegas is now the final boarding process at gate B17.
So I generally don't try to work in my sketchbook anymore on flights because there's really just not enough room at all. I figured this was just using colored pencils though, so I would give it a try for this flight. Generally, I will just bring, at the very, very most, a sketchbook and a pencil if I'm going to do any type of creating on a flight. And knowing me, I'm likely to dump my whole bag of pencils on the floor, so that would be a pain. So I'm back home again, and now it's time to set up. So I would ordinarily work at this space right here, but I have some painting projects going on. So instead, I'm going to use this desk where I generally do my illustrating and photo editing and printing. First, we have alcohol markers, and I've got a couple different tips. They've got chisel tips, brush tips, and then a fine point tip. Of course, we will need colored pencils. There is a supply list emailed after registration, and I'm going to double check that later. But for now, I'm just setting out supplies that I've used in previous workshops. I've got acrylic markers here, my watercolor supplies, and gouache. Pencils, eraser, sharpener, and any other drawing supplies that you might want. And then they generally do some type of collage. So I've got scissors, glue stick, a glue stick, and then I'm just gonna look around my art studio and see what ephemera I can find, such as little pictures, stickers, pieces of tissue, or fun paper. Really anything you think would be fun to use. So I live in an old Victorian home. It's about 125 years old. And when I moved into this house, I found this huge stack of hand designed and printed cards with the picture of the house on the front. So I threw one of those cards in here also. Hopefully I can find a way to use it. Old magazines for collage and more tissues and papers and whatnot. And I love old maps. Actually, this is not an old map. This is from when I was in New York. Hopefully I can find some way to incorporate the map into the sketchbook. I've got some painting stencils here with fun designs on them. Micron pens are always good because they're waterproof and there's all different thicknesses. Got a white Posca paint marker, which is great for doing highlights and designs on artwork. Here's the cover page all done. It's kind of fun. I absolutely love oil pastels, so I really hope that one of the lessons uses oil pastels. So keep your fingers crossed for me. That's all I can think of in the way of supplies right now. So I will go ahead and link the registration to the workshop in the description of the video, and I hope that you'll give it a try. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you do, let me know. I can't wait to hear how it goes for you.